Clunk, clunk. That's the sound you definitely do not want to hear while you're driving. In case you do hear it, there are some tips you should know about how to find a good auto mechanic. Don't wait until your car needs major repairs or a tow to find a good mechanic. Bring your vehicle into the shop for small stuff like oil changes and brake checks to get a feel for the place and develop a relationship. Don't choose a shop based solely on price. You may just get what you pay for. Headache, aggravation, and a vehicle that's still making that clunk-clunk sound. At the same time, the most expensive shop, usually the dealership, may not give you the best service or quality. The first and most obvious concern you'll have is to be able to find an auto mechanic that will give you a fair price for the job and not overcharge you an arm and a leg to do it. If you're not sure if the price is fair or not, check with different places and get a few different quotes. You might be surprised at the variation of prices quoted to you. Probably the worst way to find a good auto mechanic is to let your fingers do the walking through the yellow pages. There is just not enough information about the mechanic to help you decide if you should hire him or her. Not all mechanics are the same. Some may do a superb job, while others may do a shoddy job. Unfortunately, there are no reliable resources available, so the best way to find a good auto mechanic is by word-of-mouth recommendations and customer reviews. Ask family, friends, and coworkers about their auto mechanic. Check to see if the mechanic has a website. Google the name of their business. Take a look at their Google Place listing. See if there are any customer reviews. Read what other people are saying about the mechanic, the service they received, did the mechanic do a good job, are the customers still having problems with their vehicle? Even with good recommendations, there is no substitute for checking out the mechanics and shops personally before committing. Make an appointment with a few mechanics that you like. Meet them in person. Ask questions. Good mechanics will take the time to answer your questions as best they can. If you have concerns regarding your vehicle, let the mechanic know. If the mechanic doesn't advise you on the matter, that mechanic doesn't care. A good mechanic will give you opinions even if you don't like the choices. When the mechanic goes for a test drive, go with him and sit in the passenger side of the vehicle if you can. During the drive, talk to him and tell him about some of the other vehicular problems you have been noticing. Note how he drives the car, studies the way it runs, and listens to your comments. Does he seem genuinely concerned about your vehicle? If he does, then you can probably count on him to do a good job. Or does he seem hurried and appear to have a lack of interest in what you're saying or what's happening to your vehicle? If that's the case, then you might want to keep your options open for other auto mechanics before you lock this one in. I hope you found this video to be helpful. For additional information on how to find a good auto mechanic, the questions to ask, what to look for, download our free report, How to Find and Choose a Good Auto Mechanic.